With our favorite members of the Survey Corps divided, Sasha's painful funeral, and the ever-growing tension between the Islanders and the Marlians, Attack on Titan never fails to take our full attention as we stare frustratingly begging for another episode. Even while incorporating flashbacks throughout the show, we can't help but rewatch the incredible storytelling done by Isayama. His ability to leave clues right in front of us without us noticing is astonishing. Which is why we brought you this week's episode of 5 Things You Might Have Missed from Attack on Titan Season 4, Episode 9. Number 1. Secrets in the Survey Corps. What is Armin hiding? When Eren asks Armin if he has seen Bertholdt's memories, Armin seems caught off guard, as he stutters that he has remembered nothing useful. Armin is not exactly known for being a smooth liar, so his stutter is a clear giveaway that he's hiding something. With that lie, it confirms our thoughts as viewers that Armin and Eren's friendship is falling apart in front of our eyes. And to seal the deal, we see Armin state to himself that he doesn't know who Eren is anymore. As the episode draws to a close, we find out who Armin has been confiding in for the entirety of the episode. Annie. That he has chosen to seek comfort in the girl who was once an enemy is perplexing, but knowing the relationship that Bertholdt had with Annie, perhaps it's a hint as to what memories Armin is keeping secret from Eren. What could he know that even his once best friend shouldn't hear? Number 2. Sasha the Savior? A heartwarming reunion. Niccolo's heart-wrenching mourning scene at Sasha's grave brings us an interesting reunion as we see Sasha's parents arrive at the grave with a young blonde girl. She looks just like the little girl who Sasha saved in episode 2 of season 2. It seems Sasha's family took her in after the devastating loss of her own parents to the Titans. The scene in which Sasha saves the girl is 8 minutes long, a remarkable amount of screen time for a side character, which at the time seemed as though it was just a part of Sasha's character building arc. But now we understand the importance of the scene all the way from season 2. It shows the humanity and courageous acts of Sasha, that when everybody else abandoned this little girl and her mother, she was prepared to lay down her life to save her. Could it be that this character has been brought back to our screens 2 seasons later to repay Sasha's bravery? One of our theories as anime-only watchers is that perhaps we'll see her death avenged by someone completely unexpected. Number 3. The serum's purpose. In the episode's penultimate scene, we come face to face with Annie for the first time since season 1. With the revelation that Armin's narration during this episode was directed towards Annie, the close-up shot of her slumbering expression as Armin beseeches her to say something leaves us dumbfounded. The shot, paired with the recent discovery of a way to pull Annie from her crystallized shell, seems clear that something big is going to happen to her soon. The traitorous Yelena and Anyankapon's acquisition of Titan serum from Marley seems to point to Annie's demise. But who will be injected with the serum? Who will Annie ultimately be fed to? And with the overabundance of serum they've brought back from Marley, what else could Paradise be planning? Number 4. Trouble in Paradise. After a seemingly peaceful 3 years between Paradise and their Marleyan captives, the episode's last minutes show Yelena, Anyankapon, and their comrades being taken captive by a distrustful Pixis. Though she reassures Pixis that they'll dine at the same table again soon, the ominous music that underscores the scene and her dark expression suggests something sinister is afoot. Yelena has shown herself several times to be a cunning traitor, most notably in the scene where she calls for the help of 2 Marleyan ships. Though her voice through the radio seems panicked, when the camera cuts to her face, we see Yelena's expression, both facially and vocally, is one of deceptive malevolence. Paradise soldiers constantly warn the viewer not to trust Yelena throughout the episode, and in these last minutes, their warnings seem to ring true as her expression and voice reflect the exact same deception we saw earlier in the episode. Number 5. Zeke and Levi, the meaning of the jungle. As Eren states this episode, Zeke only has 1 year left to live, and we're sure he'd do anything to make sure his plans are accomplished. This looming realization brings Levi to escort Zeke to a deep forest, a place where we assume is the perfect area for Levi's maneuvering gear. We're left with the impression that if he chooses to do anything out of the ordinary, Levi won't hesitate to chop him up the same way he did in the Season 3's incredible finale. It's fair to assume that Levi would have the upper hand in this environment, considering we've only been exposed to Zeke's throwing ability. But as it's been made abundantly clear throughout this show, things are not always how they seem. So far, we haven't seen Zeke be forced to fight in an area like this. And with a Beast Titan closely resembling a monkey, with his long arms and open belly, we may be in for a surprise if things take a turn for the worse. Does Zeke have a secret plan up his sleeve? Have Yelena and the Marleyan crew been conspiring together? Are Eren and Zeke truly working together, or are they merely using each other for their own goals? Sadly, we'll have to wait until next week to find out. Until then, stick around at Detective Anime to see more things you might have missed from your favorite shows.